This, if you see the combination of a snake and mirror, it is a rare combination, isn't it? Do you ever heard a snake looking into a mirror? It doesn't happen, isn't it? This is the variety lesson. It is a really, it is a humorous lesson. The theme of this lesson is humor, hasyamu, the snake and the mirror. Written by Vaikom Muhammad Bashir. Vaikom Muhammad Bashir. Uh, but this lesson was the original script is Malayalam. It is transferred, that is, it is translated from Malayalam to English by V. Abdullah. So, who is the translator? V. Abdullah. And who is the writer? Muhammad Bashir. Muhammad Bashir. Coming to the lesson, once upon a time, there lived a homeopath doctor. One day, it happened a snake entered into his room and it fell on the homeopath doctor in the night time. It is the dark time, it is dark night, and the snake from the beam fell on the homeopath doctor. Of course, he saved from the snake. He was saved from the snake by his fortune. Adrushtam koddi rakshinchabadadu. And that story, that is, the writer is narrating a narrated story. Already there is a story that is narrated by the homeopath doctor. Here, that Muhammad Bashir is re-narrating, Malli cheptunnadu, is re-narrating the story. So this is a narrated story narrated by another person. That is, that the storyteller is telling the story narrated by someone. Who is the narrator here? First is the homeopath doctor. Let us start the lesson. Let us start the lesson. So, who is the writer? What is the original form? It is in the Malayalam form. The writer is Muhammad Bashir and it is translated by V. Abdullah. Got my point? Okay. Coming to the lesson. In the first paragraph, it was a hot summer night, about 10 o'clock. I had my meal at the restaurant and returned to my room. I heard a noise from above as I opened the door. The sound was a familiar one. One could say that the rats and I shared the room. I took out my box of matches and lighted the kerosene lamp on the table. It was a hot summer night. So what is the season? It is a summer season and that day is very hot and it is the night time. What is the time then? It is 10 o'clock. Who is I in the paragraph? The narrator. Who is the narrator? Homeopath doctor. He had his meal at the restaurant at a hotel and returned to my room. He is living in a room. He is living in a room. I heard a noise from the above as I opened the door. When the homeopath doctor opened the door of his room, he heard some noise. What is that noise? The sound was familiar one. It is not a strange one. It is not a new one because it is a familiar sound to the homeopath doctor. What is that sound? One could say that the rats and I shared the room. So, what is that sound? The rats are running on the beam of the ceiling of the room, on the ceiling of the room. So, on opening the door, the rats ran fastly. Okay, I took out my box of matches and lighted the kerosene lamp on the table. So, after entering into the room, as it is dark, he lighted the kerosene lamp. Why he lighted the kerosene lamp? Maybe because there is no power supply in that. So why he The house was not electrified because there is no power supply, there is no electricity in the house. Maybe it is a small house, maybe it is a village house, maybe this story is a olden story. In that time there may be no power supply in that city. It was a small rented room. Is it a big room? No, it is a small rented room. That is, the homeopath doctor is living in a rented room. I had just set up a medical practice and my earnings were meager. He is a homeopath doctor and he started his practice. So his earnings, he is getting very less amount. Meager means meager. Meager. What is the pronunciation of M-E-A-G-R-E? Yes, meager. Meager means very less. He is getting very less amount of money. Very less amount of money. Why? Because even though he is a doctor, he started his practice just now. ఇప్పుడే ప్రాక్టీస్ స్టార్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు పేషెంట్స్ వస్తారు, ఎక్కువ మంది రారు. కాబట్టి అతని ఎర్నింగ్స్, హీ ఈస్ గెటింగ్ వెరీ లెస్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ మనీ. I had about 60 rupees in my suitcase. How much money was there in his suitcase? Only 60 rupees. Along with some shirts and dhotis, I also possessed one solitary black coat, which I was then wearing. He is saying about his possessions. అతనికి ఉన్న ఆస్తుల గురించి చెప్తున్నాడు. వాట్ వాస్ దేర్? హీ హాస్ ఓన్లీ 60 రూపీస్ ఇన్ హిస్ సూట్ కేస్. along with 60 rupees in the suitcase, there are some shirts and dhotis. Shirts, you know, shirts, and dhoti means the Indian men wear this dhotis. You can see the diagram of the dhoti. The diagram of the dhoti here. Along with some shirts and dhotis, I also possessed. Possessed means I am having, had, kaligi unnanu. One solitary black coat. Solitary means, what is the meaning of solitary? Single, only one black coat, which I was wearing. And that black coat is on the body of the homeopath doctor. So he is showing his, he is saying his economic position. He is indicating that he is a poor homeopath doctor. Got my point? Got. Okay. I took off my coat after entering into the room, after lightening the kerosene lamp. Kerosene lamp, you can see the kerosene lamp here. Yes, this is the kerosene lamp, and the rats are moving to and fro in the room and the beam of the house. This is the house, and in the house and the ceiling, rats are making noise. After entering into the room, he lighted the kerosene lamp and he took off my black coat. The story, the homeopath doctor is narrating the story. He is telling the story. He is saying the story. I took off, I means homeopath doctor took off his coat, his black coat. One solitary coat was there, and that was on his body, and he removed means took off. He removed, took off means removed my black coat, white shirt, and not so white vest, and hung them up. He removed the clothes, he took off his coat, white shirt, and a not so white means some dirty vest means banyan, and hung them up to the wardrobe ki hung, he veladatisadu. I opened the two windows in the room. In the room there are two windows. He opened the two windows. It was an outer room with one wall facing the open yard. It was the outer room with one wall facing the open yard. It is a small room, and one wall is opening into the garden, open yard. It had a tilted roof with long supporting gables. It had a tiled roof. It has a tiled roof like this, and supporting gable. Gable means upper part of the wall below a sloping roof. You can see here. This is the This is the gable. You can see upper part of the wall, below the sloping. This is the roof, and the sloping roof. This is the sloping roof, and the sloping roof uh, upper part is called gable. That rested on the beam over the wall. Over the wall. This is the wall. On the wall. On the wall, it is rested. There was no ceiling. There was a regular traffic of rats to and from the beam. As there is no ceiling, on the beam, there is a regular traffic of to and fro of rats. They are moving to and fro continuously. I made my bed and pulled it close to the wall. He wanted to sleep, so he cleaned the bed and pulled the bed towards the wall. Why? Because he wanted to get some fresh air. I lay down, but I could not sleep. Of course, he wanted to sleep, but so he lay down. But he could not sleep. Why? Because I got up and went out to the veranda for a little air. Because it is a hot summer night, there is no air. So, in order to get some fresh air, he went out into the veranda. But the wind god seemed to have taken time off. But there is no wind. What does it mean? The wind god seemed to have taken time off. The wind god is taking rest. What does it mean? The wind god is taking rest means there is no air. There is no wind or there is no air in the open yard or into the room or in the veranda. Got my point? So, I went back into the room and sat down on the chair. So, as there is no air in the veranda, in the open place also, he went back into the room again, and sat down on the chair. In the room, there is a chair. I opened the box beneath the table and took out a book, the Materia Medica. I opened it at the table on which stood the lamp and a large mirror. A small comb lay beside the mirror. What is the setting? Yes, in the room there is a table. On the table to the wall there is a mirror and a comb is there. A lighted kerosene lamp is there. In the trunk box there are some books. From that books he has taken one book and opened that book. What is the name of the book? Yes, Materia Medica. I went back into the room. He again went into the room and sat down on the chair. There is a chair in the room. He sat on the chair. I opened the box beneath the table. Beneath the table there is a box. In that box there are some books. He has taken and took out a book. The name of the book is Materia Medica. I opened it on the table and which stood the lamp and a large mirror and a small comb lay beside the mirror. He wanted to study for some time. So he opened the book Materia Medica. But what is there? Mirror is there and comb is there. What happened? Let us see. One feels tempted to look into the mirror when it is near one. If there is a mirror near anyone interested to see into the mirror, isn't it? అద్దం దగ్గరగా ఉందనుకోండి, చూసుకోవాలనిపిస్తే మన పనిలో మనం ఉంటామా? చూసుకోవాలనిపిస్తే. One feels tempted to look into a mirror when it is near one. Like that, this homeopath doctor also tempted to look into the mirror. I took a look. So he saw his reflection in the mirror. In those days, I was a great admirer of beauty and I believed in making myself look handsome. He has a feeling of I'm a handsome person. I look beautiful. I want to improve my beauty. I want to maintain some beauty. Not beauty, it is handsomeness. For ladies, it is beautiful. For gents, it is handsome. Okay. I believed in making myself look handsome I was unmarried and I was a doctor. Of course, I am unmarried. So I have to concentrate on beauty, and at the same time, I was a doctor. I felt I had to make my presence felt. I picked up the comb and ran it through my hair and adjusted the parting so that it looked straight and neat. Immediately, he has taken the comb and started parting the hair and divided it into two parts and make into smooth one and looked into the mirror for a long time. Again, I heard the sound from the above. At the same time, he heard the sound from the above. What is that sound? Yes, you are right. That is the rat's traffic sound, isn't it? He got the same sound. So what he want to say in this, he want to say is he is in youth. At the same time, he is a handsome person and he is a doctor. Moreover, he is a doctor. As he is a doctor, if his presence is good, if he looks handsome, if his looks are handsome, he will get good match, isn't it? So he is interested in his handsomeness. Got my point? Okay. I look a close look to my face in the mirror. After some time, after combing the hair, parting the hair and combing the hair, you look into close into the mirror. You also will do like that, isn't it? Like that, I took a close look to my face in the mirror. I made an important decision. On seeing close, he has taken an important decision. I would shave daily and grow thin mustache to look more handsome. He want to improve his handsomeness. So from today onwards, I will shave every day. I will shave every day and I will grow my mustache. A thin mustache. Mustache means మీసాలు సన్నగా మీసాలు పెంచుకుంటాను to improve my handsomeness. I was, after all, a bachelor, a man who is not and has never been married. What is meant by bachelor? Who is unmarried? Who is unmarried? Who has to be married? Now he is unmarried. As he is a doctor and he is a bachelor, he want to improve his handsomeness in order to get good matches, isn't it? Again and again, he is saying that he is a doctor and he is a handsome person and he is a bachelor, indicating that he want marriage. Okay. ఏం వర్ధన్ పెళ్లి గురించి ఆలోచిస్తున్నావా? ముషారఫ్ నువ్వు కూడానా? అరే కొంచెం టైం ఉందిరా, ఆగండి. ఓకే. I looked into the mirror and smiled. After getting that decision, after getting that thought, growing mustache, shaving daily, I looked into the mirror and smiled. It was an attractive smile. My smile is very good. I can continue my smile. Like that, I made another earth-shaking decision. He has taken another earth-shaking decision. He has taken another decision. What is that decision? Earth-shaking. Earth-shaking shaking means భూమి కంపించే అంత. What does it mean? నిజంగా భూమి కంపిస్తుందా? No. Earth-shaking means important decision. I would always keep that attractive smile on my face. Hey, I am looking very handsome if I have smile on my face. Okay, I will continue this smile. He has taken that decision to look more handsome. I was after all a bachelor and a doctor too on the top of it. So he is again saying the same word. I'm a doctor and a bachelor. I'm a doctor and a bachelor. Again came that noise from the above. At the same time, there is the regular traffic of rats on the beam. Okay, on the top of the house. Okay. So what are the 3 decisions taken by the homeopath doctor? What are the 3 decisions taken by the taken by the homeopath doctor or the narrator? Regular shave, growing thin mustache, and a attractive smile on his face in order to feel his handsomeness, and in order to increase his handsomeness. Okay. I got up, paced up and down the room as there is no air, even though he has taken this much decisions. I got up, paced up and down the room. Then another lovely thought struck me. I would get married to a woman doctor who had plenty of money and good medical practice. At the same time, he got, as there is no air, he paced. Paced means he got up, paced means walked to and fro, up and down in the room. As there is no air in the room, he got up from the table, uh, I mean, from the chair, and walked up and down in the room. Then another lovely thought struck me. Shaving, smiling, throwing mustache. At the same time, he got another lovely thought. I would marry. I want to marry. I would get married to a woman doctor. Of course, woman doctor means female doctor. Men will marry women, no? Like that, he want to marry women doctor who had plenty of money and good medical practice. Which type of lady she want, which type of women he want? She should be a doctor and lot of money, plenty of money, bold butchered, plenty of money and good medical practice. Her practice should be very good because she has to earn a lot of money. She had to be fat. At the same time, she had to be fat. She should not be slim. She had to be fat, లావుగా ఉండాలట, ఫర్ ఎ వ్యాలిడ్ రీజన్. దానికి ఒక రీజన్ ఉంది ఎందుకు లావుగా ఉండాలట. For some valid reason. Valid means logical and justifiable. What is that logical reason? If I made some silly mistake and needed to run away, she should not be able to run after me and catch me. If I commit any mistake, she will beat me, no? My wife will beat me. If she is fat, she is not able to run before me and not able to run before me and beat me. So for that reason, this homeopathy doctor want to marry a fat women doctor with a plenty of money and good medical practice. So these are the thoughts roaming in the brain of a homeopath doctor. He is thinking about his handsomeness. He is thinking about the decisions, earth-shaking decisions about marriage, about his handsomeness, etc., etc. Meanwhile, at the same time, simultaneously, what is happening? A lot of rats are moving on the beam, making noise. What happened then? This is the turning point of the story. What happened? With such thoughts in my mind, I resumed my seat in the chair in front of the table. Resumed means he went back into the chair again in front of the table. There was no more sound from the above. At this time, when he reoccupied the chair, there are no sounds. Suddenly, there are no sounds in the so with such sounds in my mind, I resumed my seat in the chair in front of the table. There were no more sounds from the above. There are no sounds. Suddenly, the sounds stopped on the top of the room. Suddenly, there came a dull thud as if a rubber tube had fallen to the ground. Suddenly, there came a dull thud noise uh, like that sound, as if a rubber tube had fallen to the ground. Thud means here noise made by something fallen on the ground. Something fallen on the ground. He got some sound. What is that sound? Thud sound. Surely nothing to worry about it. He also he didn't bother about that because there are rats. Some may fallen, so no need of. So he didn't thought of that. He didn't think of that. Even so, I thought I would turn around and take a look. Even though there may be so, even though అలా అనుకున్నా కూడా what happened అని చెప్పి he turned back. He would turn around and take a look. No sooner, within seconds, had I turned than a fat snake wriggled over the back of the chair and landed on my shoulder. Landed, a long snake landed on my shoulder. And my turning were simultaneous. Simultaneous means happened at the same time. When he turned back, a big snake crawled up. Wriggled means crawled up, and it has taken rest on the shoulder of the narrator. Got my point? I didn't jump. When the snake reached the shoulder of the narrator, what is the reaction of the narrator? I didn't jump. I didn't tremble. పక్కకి జంప్ చేయరా. he didn't jump చేస్తే ఏమవుతుంది? The snake may hiss. I didn't tremble. He didn't tremble. Shiver avala. I didn't cry out. Ah! And aravanu aravala. There was no time to do any such things because there is no time to do such things. The snake slithered. Twisting and crawling motion of the snake. What is twisting? It shifted. I mean, it means like this. Look at the cursor moving like this. Slithered. S shape lo kadalukunta ravattam. Twisting and crawling motion of the snake along my shoulder and coiled around my left arm above the elbow. Left arm above the elbow. It crawled. The hood was spread out of its head, was hardly 3 or 4 inches from my face. The snake's hood is very near to the narrator's face, very 3 inches near to my face. Got my point? That is the condition of the narrator and the snake. Okay. Tomorrow we will continue the lesson. Okay.